So let's talk about mindfulness and altered states and stuff like that. Um, don't really have a script for this, but I never do. Altered states. So altered states are basically states of consciousness that are different from ordinary states of reality. I've had a few experiences with altered states that I've mentioned before on my channel. With psychosis, and then some experiences with some plant entheogens, and marijuana, which or pot or cannabis, whatever you want to call it. So I just want to preface this video by saying that you don't need to do drugs to go into altered states. They can be really simple. Dreaming is a form of altered state. You can do altered states by visualization, drumming, dancing, singing. Just make sure you're doing it with somebody who can guide you through the process if it's your first time, that you're not doing it alone. Because I just want you guys to be safe and do it in a way that is going to be the most beneficial for you. So what's the point of obtaining altered states? What's the point of doing these things, and why is it healing for people? Because there's a lot of people out there that talk about psychedelics and different states of consciousness that can be helpful for healing. And I'm not advocating for any plants medicine here or any taking any drugs. Obviously, that's up to you. That you have to make your own decisions. Altered states and changing the way you perceive your world can be very helpful because it allows you to look at yourself from a different perspective. It allows you to see yourself in a different way, see your problems in a different way. And when I was smoking pot, that's what was helpful for me, to be able to look at my situation and look at life and from a different perspective, a different light. But basically, the goal of achieving altered states with from the perspective of shamanism and things like that, is to gain perspective, to gain knowledge, to gain understanding of a situation, maybe to interact with different entities, spirit guides, stuff like that on other dimensions. I don't have a ton of experience with that. I've just heard of experiences with that. That's something I look forward to possibly exploring in the future to improve my shamanic practice. And a lot of healing work from what I've seen and what I've worked with, and from what I've learned from Iggy, and my own healing. If there's a trauma or something traumatic that happens to me in my life, or to somebody else, but I don't want to speak for other people's trauma because I don't know. I'm not really qualified to talk about that. The trauma itself is never going to go away. That memory is never going to go away. No matter how much someone pushes it into the deepest, darkest parts of themselves, it's still going to control them. It's still going to sort of haunt them and make them do things that maybe they don't want to do, until it's brought back to light and interpreted or viewed from a new perspective, of new vantage point that is not as destructive as it was before, or allowing it to basically reframe that relationship with it. That's sort of when the healing happens. It's not about getting rid of the trauma. It's about reprocessing it in a way that is conducive and allows the person to move on with their life. That's pretty powerful work. Not all of shamanism is about that, but that's sort of what shamanism can deal with. So altered states, going into different states of consciousness or experiencing different things, can give that vantage point, that new perspective, a different way of looking at a problem, and can allow that, facilitate that healing process. Mindfulness is like basically repeated, coming back to a specific thing, like intentionally coming back to a focus and focusing on that and honing that skill. It's nothing crazy that you can't do. You do it in your daily life, you just don't realize it. There's not the difference between you like focusing on an object and doing that thing is your intention is different. If you're mindfully drinking tea, then your focus is to be present totally while focusing on the tea, feeling what it feels like to come into your mouth and feeling that, and really being present for that. That would be mindfully drinking tea. Mindfully breathing would be mindfully paying attention to your breath. There's different kinds of meditations, as I've mentioned before, and they accomplish different things. So when someone tells me they're doing a meditation, that doesn't mean much to me other than they're intentionally doing something. So, or intentionally paying attention to what they're doing. Like I said, different meditations do different things. So if you're looking to ground yourself, focusing on your third eye chakra, focusing on your crown chakra, or focusing on contacting other beings and stuff like that is not a great meditation to be doing, because that is going to further unground you. A better meditation would be to focus on the body, focus on the breath, but especially the body is very grounding to focus on, to come back to the body repeatedly over time. Mindfulness can be helpful in healing because it gives you time to investigate a space, to investigate a problem, to investigate sort of yourself and understand yourself better. And as you understand yourself better and where things come from, why certain urges come up, why certain tendencies happen, then you can start to work with those and figure out the root of the problem rather than addressing symptoms and reacting to those. It's a gradual process. You're kind of chipping away at the problem, and you're developing a skill, which is the skill of being able to focus and move deeper into a state or deeper into an investigation, so you can learn more and process things and understand yourself better to be able to work with problems and find solutions. Maybe I'm looking to explore other meditation practices because I want to expand my repertoire. So as I continue to expand my repertoire and my understanding of meditation and my learnings, I will continue to update that with you guys. I hope this video was helpful in some way or interesting. If it was, leave a comment or a like below. And if you'd like to see more videos by me, you can check out my channel, Informal Inquiry. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in my future videos. Bye for now.